You're starting off as a young professional and you've never been in a corporate environment outside of an internship. Here are a few things that I want to tell you, a few skills that you might want to make sure you hone in on very early on. The first one I'm going to tell you, surprisingly enough, is your listening skills. Your listening skills are going to be important to you for three reasons. Number one, you'll be able to figure out exactly what it is you should deliver, and you'll be comfortable and confident asking people. If you're listening closely and something doesn't sound right, it will naturally provoke you to get some clarification around those things. The second reason, however, listening is going to be so important to you is that you will be able to hear who really knows what they're talking about and who doesn't. Most of us, and certainly when I was a young professional, I gave everybody credit for being smart. I was the low man on the totem pole. I was the first year associate. So if somebody was a vice president and somebody was a managing director, they must be smart. They must know what they're talking about. Well. As I started listening a little bit closer, sometimes I'd find myself saying, that doesn't make any sense. Or wait a minute, they just repeated what somebody else said. Or, oh my goodness, I'm not sure they really understand what it is they're asking. And as you get more comfortable and you learn who really knows what they're talking about and who doesn't, it will take your intimidation factor way down, which obviously also helps to build your own confidence. The third reason listening is so important to you is that you'll start to hear where there are gaps in the conversation, where there are places in the meeting, where there are things that people didn't say, where you might be able to interject. And remember, the more you can get your voice in the environment, the more they start to expect and respect your voice. So then when you don't say anything, you have an opportunity to use silence as power. The second thing that's going to be important, and I say this to anybody in any role, whether you're senior or just starting out like you want to make sure that you understand the key success factors. Make no assumptions about what success looks like. Ask somebody. There's no shame in that game at all. If you are a young associate or a young analyst and you're going to be in financial services, your analytical skills, your quantitative skills, your attention to detail is going to be important. One of the things they used to say when I was a young associate, does she have that fire in the belly? And what they meant was, did she have the appetite to really want to succeed at all costs? She would walk through walls to make sure she was successful. She was resilient. She didn't let a mistake stop her. She'd come right back at it again. The third thing that's going to be important certainly will be your resilience. There's going to be things that don't go well. There's going to be someone that might yell at you in a very public environment. You want to be able to be resilient and say, okay, that happened. I learned something. I'm internalizing the learning and I'm moving on. The fourth thing I'm going to tell you is if you make a mistake, own it. Own it. Don't try to blame it on someone else. Say, yes, I made that mistake. Here are the things that I did that I think contributed to that. I now have learned from that. Won't do that again. Ready to correct the mistake. Walk on. The last thing you should do is to hang your head and be ashamed because you made the mistake. That will slow you down. That might also become a career impediment. Everybody in your environment has made a mistake. Making mistakes, that's not what makes you special. What makes you special is how and if you get up. You'd be surprised how many people let a mistake become a career-limiting move. You make the mistake, you own it, make sure you understand what you should have done. Do that, correct it, walk with your head high into the next great opportunity because it'll be waiting for you. Go get them.